What's up, everybody? It's polarizing here again. Today, we're gonna talk about something we can all relate to: marriage. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to take an intriguing trip down the rocky road of romance. Now let's keep it real, people. Marriage is like a roller coaster. You got your ups, your downs, and sometimes you feel like you're gonna puke. It's a wild ride that can take you from the thrilling peaks of passion to the terrifying depths of dirty diapers and snoring that sounds like a chainsaw convention. And just like a roller coaster, in marriage, sometimes you feel like you're stuck upside down in a loop, praying for gravity to do its thing. Picture this: you're head over heels in love, thinking you've found your soulmate, and then one day, boom! Your partner starts morphing into something straight out of The Blob. Your Adonis or Aphrodite has traded in their six-pack for a family-sized pack of potato chips. And let's be real here, folks. We can't expect our partners to find us sexy when we start looking more like Jabba the Hutt than JLo. It's like expecting a cat to bark or a fish to tap dance. It's not gonna happen, folks. But here's the thing: it's not their fault, and it's not your fault. It's just life. Time has a funny way of turning six-pack abs into a one-pack ab, and a full head of hair into a shiny dome. And while we might wish we could hit the pause button on these changes, the reality is that we can't. So what do we do when we start looking more like a melted candle than a Hollywood heartthrob? Well, folks, that's the million-dollar question. And spoiler alert, the answer isn't to go on a crash diet or invest in a lifetime supply of hair dye. Because at the end of the day, it's not the extra pounds or the receding hairline that make a marriage. It's the shared laughter, the inside jokes, the memories made, and the love that deepens over time. And let's be true to ourselves, folks. We can't expect our partners to find us sexy when we start looking very, very different from the day they met us. So, what do experts say? Why is it so dang hard for us to stay hot for each other when one of us starts resembling a walking mattress instead of a runway model? Well, my friends, it all goes back to the primal instincts of our cave-dwelling ancestors. You see, we're wired to be attracted to certain physical traits that signal health and fertility. It's biology, folks. That's why we find symmetrical faces, clear skin, and well-proportioned bodies attractive. They're all indicators of good genes and a potential mate's ability to produce healthy offspring. But what happens when your partner's six-pack abs soften into a keg, or their toned legs become more like tree trunks? Well, let's just say it's like trading in your sports car for a minivan. Sure, it's practical, but it's not exactly going to make your heart race. Now don't get me wrong, it's not all about looks. We're also drawn to qualities like kindness, humor, and intelligence. But let's be honest, folks. It's hard to appreciate your partner's sparkling wit when you're too busy wondering how they managed to lose their neck in the folds of their double chin. And that, my friends, is where the science of attraction can get a little, well, unattractive. Because as our partners change, so does our perception of them. It's like trying to enjoy your favorite meal after it's been left out on the counter overnight. Sure, it still tastes the same, but it's not quite as appetizing. But before you start panicking and wondering if your love life is doomed, let me reassure you. There's a silver lining to this cloud. Because while physical attraction may wane, emotional connection can grow stronger. It's like the old saying goes, beauty fades, but dumb is forever. So in the grand scheme of things, maybe a few extra pounds or a receding hairline aren't such a big deal. After all, we're not just attracted to our partners because of their looks, but also because of who they are as people. But fret not, my fellow lovebirds, because there's hope on the horizon. Tip number 1, communication is key. Instead of tiptoeing around the elephant in the room, or should I say the elephant in the moo-moo, have an open and honest conversation with your partner about how you're feeling. Now, I know what you're thinking. Easier said than done, right? But let me tell you something, folks. Nothing clears the air faster than a good, old-fashioned heart-to-heart. So go ahead, let your partner know you've been feeling a little less like Brad Pitt and a little more like a potato chip. You might be surprised at how understanding they can be. Moving on to tip number 2, keep the spark alive in the bedroom. Now this isn't about trying to be some kind of Casanova or seductress. It's about keeping things fun and exciting, like a surprise game of strip poker on a Tuesday night, or a spontaneous dance-off in your underwear. Who knew a few extra love handles could be so much fun? And remember, it's not just about the physical stuff, it's about the connection, the laughter, and all those little moments that make your relationship unique. So go ahead, bust out those old photo albums, rewatch your favorite movies, and remind each other why you fell in love in the first place. Finally, tip number 3, embrace the changes. Look, we all age, we all change, it's a fact of life. But that doesn't mean the love has to fade. So your partner's got a few more wrinkles and a little less hair. So what? Love isn't about perfection, it's about acceptance. It's about seeing your partner for who they truly are, and loving them, warts and all. So there you have it, folks. 3 tips to keep the spark alive no matter what life throws your way. Remember, it's not about staying the same, it's about growing together, changing together, and loving each other every step of the way. Until next time, remember, love handles may come and go, but true love is forever, and laughter is the best medicine. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick detour, folks. If you've been enjoying these insights into life, love, and everything in between, why not become part of the It's Polarizing family? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button right there. Not only will you get first dibs on all our latest videos, but you'll also join a community of folks who, like you, believe in the power of laughter and love to navigate the roller coaster of life. So what are you waiting for? Click subscribe, and let's continue this journey together. Remember, each of us has a unique story to tell, and the It's Polarizing family is here to listen, laugh, and learn along with you. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next polarizing topic.